Hi. Oh my goodness. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Backchannel. This is Live Every Day, and I am your host, Liv Harrison. So excited you're here with me. I am in the great state of Connecticut. I'll be here for a couple of nights, and then I'm off to New York, and I'll be in New Jersey, all sorts of stuff. So, but I think I'm only in hotels here in Connecticut and New York City. I'll be back at the TWA hotel. You'll know I love that place. If you've been around for 5 minutes, you know I can't go to New York without staying at the TWA. It's ridiculous. So I'll be coming to you live from there later on this week and all the things. Hi, Doug. Good morning. You're drinking pineapple pop. Is that a soda? Is that what that means? That means a soda, right, Doug? Because you know I'm a Louisiana girl. We don't say pop. Amy, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm trying to get okay, there we go. All my things put together. I can't wait to hear about your weekends. I can't wait to hear about what's going on this week. So much. Yeah, that's okay. That is what you say. It's soda. You're drinking pineapple soda in the morning. Well, that's okay. You'll know that I do not like hotel coffee. It's like the worst thing in the world. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but I mean, you know what I'm saying. It's just, I tell you what, I don't know what Marriott did or what bet they lost, but I'm in a Marriott courtyard and it's just awful. Here it is, my one cup. Cheers, everybody, to Monday. It's Monday, February 28th. Can you believe it? So much going on in the world, and we have to get to it. But I want to say hi to everybody if I can really quickly. Hi to Gliss. Ooh, this is a very rocky chair. People are going to be like, did she hit her head? It's just a weird rocky chair. Hi, Gliss. Hi, Steve, Amanda, Deborah, Verona, Stacy, Chandler, Sunny, Bella, Sheila, Amy, seeing handcuffed, Doug, Jessica, Nathan sometimes see, Jennifer Lopez, and Cole. You guys, it is so great to see all of your beautiful names here this morning. As you know, this is Anna just said you're on the East Coast now. It's pop. Sorry, it is, isn't it? It really is. Okay, I know it now. Doug says good. It doesn't have caffeine in it. Well, that makes sense, Doug. So I hope everyone's doing well. Now, here's the thing. Here on Backchannel, this is the only place that you can listen and watch and chat with live hosts 12 hours every day. We're here. Fergal, good morning. Hi, welcome. So, what does that look like? You can go to backchannel.tv and you can chat with me there. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, you can hop over and you can see me there. We're streaming. If you're on an Echo Dot, a Alexa, or the app, that's why you need backchannel.tv because you can just hear through those. Nothing wrong with that. But you can chat with me from Backchannel. Okay. They're the ones that they're doing this shindig. If you've got an Echo Show, you can talk to the device. You say show, say, that's your magic word. Hi, Liv. And she will do that. Casey, good morning. Welcome. Welcome. You guys, we've got a lot going on. We've got so much. Hi, Six. Good morning. Hi. So glad you're here. So here's the thing. Oh, there's my Mindy. There's my Mindy. Hi, good morning, friend. The Northeast, it's the Northeast. What can I say? Here's what's strange. And I was going to tell you guys about this. I'm in Stamford, Connecticut. Okay. And I've been speaking. I had an event here Saturday night. I was speaking last night. Hi, April. Hi, Greg. Good morning. Nicole, good morning. I love it. Call you Doug. Okay. You got it, Doug. So I was speaking last night in Ridgefield, Connecticut, and I speak there again tonight. So it's so crazy because they're only like 45 minutes apart. It's not, or not, maybe not even that long. And there's so much snow on the ground. Like here, there's little pieces. It's not like a big deal, but up there, it's already like so much snow. It's crazy. Hi, Grass Pedal. Mindy going to co-host when? I don't know. That's an Anna question. Everybody say hi to Anna. Good morning, Anna. It looks like the sun's gonna get me. I might have to pull my curtains. Let's see what Anna says. Anna, when is Mindy coming on to co-host, or Grass Pedal's going to throw a fit and leave? He's like just trying to find reason. I think this sun is going to be a problem. I'm going to fix this real quickly. I'm going to add a little layer of curtain. You know, this is called. There we go. Is that better? No, not better. Let's see how this goes. Those of you who are watching, is that kind of better? Trying to move away from the sun of the hotel room. Anyway, you guys, today is Monday, February 28th. Okay, we are at the end. It's March, basically. Last day of February. So, right? Because it's not a leap year, correct? Those curtains are worthless. It's a courtyard. I'm in Connecticut. Like, you have to give me a break today. I'm trying. Oh, Mindy said that she tried to connect with Anna last week, but her schedule's too crazy and she scared her. That's hilarious. Those thin curtains are worthless. I know, but I don't want to put the really thick ones on. They are a disgrace. It's so bad. I know. I'm like this. Anybody watching, I'm dodging the sun. I'm gonna have you guys, if I get a suntan, like if I get a burn right here, that would be hilarious. Be like Tommy Boy. You remember in Tommy Boy when he gets hit in the face? Mindy says that's a disgrace. I love it. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, Nathan. There's my hubby who's gonna have a tough day today. So everybody say a prayer for Nathan. So what's going on in the world? A lot, and we're gonna get to it. Today's gonna be one of those days where we're gonna do all the things. An old courtyard. It's not. I don't think it's that old. I don't know. When Anna was here in Stanford with me, I brought her to a different Marriott, like to the Marriott. It was so gross and old. I was like embarrassed. So I came back to the courtyard. This is like painful. Let's see. I can hear that, Anna. I can hear that. Make it work Monday. Am I gonna have to close the curtains? Is that what's gonna happen? Okay. We're just gonna have to make it work. Anyway, so good, Doug. I'm glad that you're back. Sorry about your name getting messed up. But we're gonna do a lot of stuff today. We're gonna talk about all the things. We're gonna talk about Ukraine. We're going to talk about what's going on nationally, like fun stuff. It's gonna be one of these both and days, guys. It's not gonna be just fluff, but we're gonna have fun games. We're doing trivia today, which we all love trivia. Hannah's new sound effects. I know. Thanks, Anna. You could do it again if you want. What else is? Oh, those are my shoes. I was like, what's that on the ground? All right. So what's going on? Today is National Public Sleeping Day. What does that mean? Does that mean you just find a bench and sleep on it? Like you could go to a movie and sleep in the movie, maybe a theater. You could go and catch a show and fall asleep. Sure. You're allowed to do it. It's National Public. Yay. Sad trombone. It's National Chocolate Souffle Day, which is great. And I mean, if you like chocolate souffle. And then it's National Floral Design Day. So I was talking to the ladies in England right before this, and they were kind of having a hard weekend. And I said, well, you know what I want you to do? I want you to go because you live in England. And obviously everything is what Keira Knightley says in England. I want you to frolic in the, what are they like? The meadows of England. This is Haley and Allison. They have a show on every day from 6 to 8 in the morning. They start off everything at Backchannel. I want you to frolic in a meadow with a basket that I know is right by your door. I know it's there. Don't deny it. And I want you to just go around and collect fresh flowers. And then I want you to design them in a vase. And that'll make your day better. That's your make it work Monday, everybody. So we'll be talking about that a little bit. Actually, Anna has some trivia on flora and fauna for us today, just to say hello to that, to just honor it. And it's National Tooth Fairy Day. What does that mean? Does that mean that today is the day that, like, if you forgot to give your kid money for the tooth fairy, you give them double? I don't really know. Why Why do we have National Tooth Fairy Day? I think that's hilarious. April had French toast in a mug for breakfast. April, I just want you to be my personal chef. I feel like everything you have for breakfast is just fascinating and I love it. Thank you for sharing, friend. So, guys, hop on backchannel.tv, talk to me there. I want to hear everything that's going on and I want you to get involved in the conversation. Like I said, we're going to talk about the everything that's happening. And yes, Nathan's right. The Zelensky family photo is the best thing on the internet today. And I want Anna to find it. Anna, it's on my Facebook. I'm sure you've seen it. And when we get to the Ukraine article, I'd love to post a picture. Oh, well, there you go. There it is now. Look, there's a little peek. For those of you who haven't seen it yet, maybe we'll bring it back as well during the article. But yes, oh my gosh, how precious is this family? I feel like he is the superstar of everything. I didn't know you could have a superstar of war, but this man right here, I think the whole world has fallen in love with. Precious family. He's all dressed up, matching his son, beautiful wife, beautiful daughter. And we will definitely talk about some ways that we can help. I'm all into let's do something positive and let's do something that is going to matter. So let's see. Doug says, I need to wait, I don't know what that means. Oh, you need to have chicken for breakfast because you didn't have supper last night? Oh, that's terrible. Listen, I ordered in Chinese and I'm so sad. I was so excited. Tell me if this has ever happened to you guys, okay? The last time I was in Stanford, I ordered DoorDash. Well, I have to because I'm in a hotel room. And this time I'm only here for like, I don't know how long. I've got a big meeting today. I'm meeting with a bishop on Thursday, which is kind of crazy. A real bishop. He's like a big deal bishop too. So that'll be a big meeting. So even though I'll be staying at TWA, I'm going to be driving back to Connecticut. But anyway, I just had to stay in New York. You guys know how extra I am. So, and anyway. So, last night, I'm all excited. I'm like, oh, I get to order that Chinese food from Stamford, Connecticut, which should put a pause for everybody. I gotta say, Stanford has really great food. So I wanted to do that because the last time I was here, it was like in the afternoon. I was feeling kind of down. I was all by myself. It was like day 6 of like a day 12 trip. It was ridiculous. And I ordered this Chinese food and it was so delicious. I think I wrote about it. I think I told y'all about it. Like I went on and on and on. So I was excited. I had nothing going on. I finished my talk. I drove back to Stanford. Talk went really well. And I was like, okay, I'm going to watch Love is Blind on Netflix in my hotel room. And I'm going to order in this incredible Chinese food that I have thought about since I was here, since I was last in Stamford, Connecticut. You guys, it came. Nathan says, get some sunglasses for tomorrow. I'll have to adjust. I'm not going to waste everybody's time for me trying to not find the sun. I will adjust the table so I won't look like this the whole. Do I look awful? Are you guys so concerned? Anyway, long story short, the Chinese it was not as fantastic as I remember. I hate that. So you could do the sad trombone if you want to. Hayden, hello. First time here. Welcome. So I've got all this Chinese food in this very tiny courtyard refrigerator, and that's my penance. I'm just gonna have to eat that for the rest of the time that I'm here because I couldn't get tired and I can't waste it. That's awful. So I'll just be eating Chinese by myself in my room. Your mom, good morning. Hello. Bye, Nate. Have a great day. I love you so much. So let's get to a game, shall we? We have trivia today, and because it is National Floral Design Day, we are doing something with flora and fauna, which I assume is flowers. Is that right, Anna? I think it is. Oh, Doug didn't have dinner last night because he had a late lunch. You know what? That makes sense. I get that. And I think it's good that you didn't have like a dinner. You know what? This is just ridiculous. Anna, this is so sad. Man, the sun really does change. You know what? I'm going to try. Hold on. I'm going to try. Days off are the best. Are you off? Grass Puddle, do you have a day off today? Let's see if I can get the curtain. It's just getting more and more. Is that better? Is that somewhat better? All right, here we go, you guys. Austin, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, we have 6 trivia questions for you. 6. Whew. Put on your thinking hats. You're flying to Sacramento today. How long are you in Sacramento, Grass Pedal? I just want to cry for your wife. I'm in love with her. I think she's adorable, and yet I have no idea anything about her. I've seen her in one tiny little bit of picture. Which plant has flowers but no proper leaves? Tim's here. Hi, Tim. Good morning, friend. Tim, I'm in your neck of the woods, man. Aren't you in like New Hampshire, Tim? I think. I don't know. A couple of weeks the whole time in Sacramento. I guess that's better than Peru. Which plant has flowers but no proper leaves? Oh, good guess. Mindy said cactus. Grass Pedal said cacti. Tim said rose. Stacy's here. Valerie is here. Good morning, everybody. Hello. So glad you're here. Guinness is here. Hi, Guinness. Oh, sweet friend. Hibiscus. Nice. Steve says cactus. Steve, are you home? Low level dissing Sacramento. Oh, come on. I'm not dissing Sacramento. I was trying to say, you are so mean to me. Grass Pedal, I'm trying to say that I'm sad that you're not going to be home, but it's better than Peru, I guess. You're closer. I would have nothing against Sacramento. I mean, yay, I'm glad you get to leave your family. What do you want me to say? Doug says cactus. Tim says, yep, New Hampshire, same time zone. Man, Tim, I wish we could meet and go get a Tim Hortons. I don't know what you people do here. Steve says, yes, I'm back home. Are you okay, Steve? Can I send you a meal, Steve? Please? I'm really good at door dashing. Doug says, yes, he is so mean to you. Thank you, Doug. Grass Pedal, no love. I love it. But I'm still praying for you and send all my love to you and your family. All right, plant that has no flowers, but that has flowers but no proper leaves. I'm going to go with cactus too. I think that's really smart. That sounds really smart. I was trying to think if there were any cactuses that have leaves. I don't think so. I think they have those really pretty flowers. Look at you guys. You guys. Hello, Stacy. Good morning. You're having Fruit Loops for breakfast. It was a cactus. Yeehaw. There you go. Bum, 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 bum. Way to go. Oh, that was a noise, Anna. Can we have a soundtrack of just Liv noises? That would be funny. That'd be really funny. Wait, Grass Pedal, also, what time do you leave today? All right, which flight list? Number 2, you guys. Go to backchannel.tv to type in your answer. Talk to your machine if you've got an Echo Show. Hop on Facebook. Hop on YouTube. Come be my friend. Answer, play along. Which flightless marine birds of the Southern Hemisphere live in rookeries? I'm going to smile and pretend I know what a rookery is. I have no idea. Anybody know what a rookery is? It sounds crazy. Oh, let's see. Anna wants me to make a chocolate souffle in my room. You know what? I do have a microwave, Anna. I wonder what we could do with that. Oh, I'm in Dunkin' Land. Dunkin' Donuts, not Tim Hortons. Is that why Tim didn't answer me? Yes, Liv, I'll meet you for coffee. All right, Tim, do you want to go grab a Dunkin' Donuts? I'm just kidding. I'm not a Dunkin' Donuts fan. Okay, let's see. Oh, name for the bird's colony? That's what a rookery is? Which flightless? Dun, dun, dun. Everybody's saying penguin. Grasswell says penguin. Guinness says penguin. Steve says penguin. Mindy says rooks. Mindy says, do they fly? You know what I was going to say? I was going to say pelican, which is so stupid. I am from, okay, Stacy says penguin. Doug says penguin. From Louisiana, that's the state bird. They fly all the time. I don't know. You know what I heard? I saw Southern Hemisphere. I don't know. It has to be a penguin at this point. Everybody has guessed penguin. There's no other option. This is it. Okay, good. All right, penguin. Yay! Listen, this Make It Work Monday is to help everybody feel good about themselves. This is the trivia that we needed. Tim said ostriches. Sorry, Tim, it was penguin. All right, what name is given to animals? This is question number 3. That eat both flesh and plant material. What name is given to animals that eat both flesh and plant material? I have a question. Did anyone else just think of what is the name of the musical? Suddenly Seymour. Anna, Little Shop of Horrors. I was about to sing Suddenly Seymour. Nice save, grass petal. Puddle. Bleh. Said petal. Guinness says omnivore. Grass petal says omnivore. That's what I thought. Grass petal. I think that's what it is. Omnivore, right? Omnivore? When you eat both flesh and plant. That's why I'm not one. I'm not an omnivore. I'm a vegetarian. Which really I was not. I was a carbohydrate-tarian. That's not really a word. Steve. The name given to animals that eat both flesh and plant material. Steve wrote happy. I love it. Omnivores, you guys got it. This is great. Is everybody feeling good about themselves? We are the opposite of Wordle. You come and play this trivia game and you feel fantastic. What did I say? Oh, herbivore. That's right. I am. Thanks, Mindy. Shockingly, Liv doesn't know what she is. Okay. Question number 4. Which are the only birds able to fly backwards? Why do I feel like we know this? I feel like we know this. Doug says he's going to go with the majority. That's not a bad rule. Which are the only birds able to fly backwards? I am so dumb right now. I am sitting here thinking of crows. Dang it. Grass puddle. What are you, like, cheating? Hummingbird. Dude, you're totally right. Guinness wrote hummingbird. Steve just wrote hummingbird. You're not wrong. That's gotta be it. Because you see them with the little and they're trying to like eat the things at the red thing that everybody has. Stacy said hummingbird. Emily, good morning. Welcome. Hello, hello. That's gotta be right, right, Mindy? Mindy says that's gotta be right. I mean, we all know that whatever Mindy says. Whatever Mindy wants. Hi, Doug, with the hummingbird. Yes. Hummingbirds, everybody. Man, y'all are crushing it. Y'all all need to write a note to your 3rd grade teachers and say thank you. And to my teacher, we need to say, where were you? I'm just kidding. She was fantastic. Mrs. Williams. Stacy, the reason I say hummingbirds is because my grandmother had hummingbirds at her house. There's Sheila. Good morning, friend. Hummingbird. Is there anything better than watching hummingbirds? Seriously. They're just adorable. They're so cute and tiny. And they're so good at what they do. All right, question number 5. What is the fastest animal on 2 legs? I had to think about that. Fastest animal on 2 legs? You know what I thought of? Although I had the wrong sound in my head. That's so funny. Okay, I totally thought of grass huddle. That seems like a Steve answer. Usain Bolt. I love it. Guinness says ostrich. Good morning, Sheila. Hi, friend. Steve says ostrich. I think it's a road runner. But do you know what sound effect I had in my head? I can't do it. Does anybody know what that is? What sound effect did I just sadly make? That was absolutely pathetic. Sheila says ostrich or emu. Doug says ostrich. Nathan says ostrich. Stacy says ostrich. Mindy says ostrich. So Roadrunner is not the answer. But do y'all know what sound effect I was doing? Steve, any woman I've ever hit on. That's not true, Steve. You got mad skills, man. I remember you in high school. Come on now. Come on. Yes, I was trying to do Woody Woodpecker, Tim. Thank you. It was absolutely horrific. Austin, hello, first time watcher. How you doing? Yes, it was Woody Woodpecker, pathetically. Yes, grass puddle. I know, it was so sad. But I thought of the little road runner in the cartoons. What was this? Looney Tunes? Did he have a name? What was the road runner's name? Anybody remember? Did he have a name in Looney Tunes? I can't think of it if he did. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. I remember him. Beep, beep. Remember? Beep. Okay. He was just Roadrunner? Okay. Beep beep. It was an ostrich. How did y'all all know that? How did y'all all know that? Dang it. Seriously, where was I in third grade? Because I feel like this is third grade trivia. Grass Pedal said, Roadrunners aren't that fast. I hit one with my car once. You know what? That's going to be my question for everybody. We're at the last question for trivia, but then I have a question for everyone. I'm going to piggyback on what Grass Pedal just said. See, I'm so sorry. It wasn't Roadrunner. I led you astray. All right, last one. What are the young of bats called? I love how that's written. What are the young of bats called? It just feels like it should be very dramatic. The young. What are the young of bats called? I have no idea. This is well, today is like everyone's easiest trivia, and I'm like, oh, you guys are crushing it. Guinness says pups. Mindy says pups. Grass Puddle says batlings. I kind of love that. Nathan says obvi, which I don't know what that means. As in, obviously we know. Oh, obviously you have to say it that way. The young of the bats. You need one teardrop of a young bat. Steve said Batgirl and Robin. Mindy says I'll go with Mindy. You're not going to go with Guinness? Guinness has the same answer, Grass Puddle. You're showing favoritism. Nathan said it's okay. I thought before you said it. Okay. Doug says pups. Nathan says pups. Mindy said if it's not batlings, it should be. I just love, like, I wish you guys were both like guys, because then I could say there's a bromance between Mindy and Grass Puddle. What do you call it when it's a guy and a girl and they're just like, can we just still say bromance? Can we do that? You'll hear that weird noise. I'm doing that. There was some weird noise coming through. Guinness said, and I thought we were friends. Fine, choose her. Right? I feel the same way, Guinness. Every day I get shot down. Always favoritism to YouTuber. Oh, that's right. Because they're both on YouTube. They're both on YouTube. I'm just going to call y'all a bromance. It's just what we're doing here. Pups from Sheila. Pups is the answer. How did y'all know that? I feel like today everyone was like, this is the easiest trivia. And I'm over here going like, I have no idea. It is pups. It's pups. It's pups. Seriously, how did y'all know that? Like, for real, for real. I need to know answers. Oh, Doug says he just goes with the majority and doesn't show favoritism. So here's my question, everybody. Are you ready? Those of you who drive, bats are in Texas. They are in Texas, but you knew what their young were. We're getting matching tattoos. If you and Mindy get matching tattoos, it better be the Live Every Day right there. That's what I want, Grassville. I want you to take my logo. You get that tatted. That would be amazing. Anna, can we get temporary tattoos of the Live Every Day logo? How fun would that be? Who wants stickers? Mindy says, in the dark recesses of my mind, there lies a third grade zoo field trip soundtrack. Apparently, I did not go to the zoo in third grade. Mrs. Williams was great. She was the hot blonde. Like, she was young. She was like 23 when she became a teacher. We were like her first class. She just got married. She was blonde and beautiful. And we were all like, oh my gosh, Mrs. Williams. That's all I remember is like, she was the pretty teacher. You know what I mean? Oh no, these are temporary, Stacy. These are like stickers. You put them on with water. They're fun. They just last like a week. It's just for fun, Stacy. You could totally do it and wash off. Oh, yay. Guinness will take one. Right here, Guinness. Right here. We're going to look hardcore. That'd be so funny. Oh, when we have our everybody meetup, you know, I want us to have like this big like meetup, Live Every Day. And we can all have tattoos together as I'm buying everyone a round of drinks. Too funny. Yeah, no needles, Doug. No needles. It'll be fantastic. Okay, so here's my question. Going off of what? Okay, Steve's daughter wants stickers and a temporary tat. You got it. Anything for you. You can have anything you want. She can have a mug too. Which, Anna, we got to get a winner for this week for the mugs, because I hope. Did the people get their mugs yet? The ones that were sent them? Have they come through? Mindy, Doug, have you gotten your mugs? Let me know. I'm guessing not. Let's see. Mindy goes, that's a crazy thought. Our sweet, angelic young teachers have aged. They're like 70 now. They're not that old. Mrs. Williams isn't that old, right? She can't be 70. Okay, it's still coming, Doug. Don't worry. It's coming. It's in the mail. But when Grass Pedal said he hit a roadrunner with his car, it immediately made me think of when I hit a possum with my car, turned around to see if it was okay, and I hit it again. Anybody here surprised by that story? And for those, Mindy, you'll know when I get a mug. Are you mailing it to Grass Pedal? I so want him to have so much swag. I just want people to be like, oh, are you like part of that show? Because he has a t-shirt, a beanie, tat, mug. Grass Pedal, I'm going to make all your dreams come true. Yeah. So for Steve and Mindy and Guinness, who else is in the Houston area? It was on Cypress Wood. I was driving by Meyer Park. Hit a cute little possum. Like it went bam. And I was driving teens in my car. I was a teen. And they were like, it was actually my cousins. And those who went to high school with us, they were like really cool. And like all of them played college football. One of them who was in the car went on to play for the NFL. And so we turn around and I hit it again. We get to their house. I drop them off. And my one cousin, the NFL one, well, he was in NFL at the time. We didn't know. But anyway, he gets out the car. He was like, oh, Liv, there's guts everywhere. There's an eyeball on your tire. Like he was just going on and on. And they were like, you're a murderer. I cried so hard. I couldn't stop crying. It was awful, Mindy. I felt so awful. I felt so awful. I hit it the first time. And then when I went back to check on it, I hit him again. One of the worst days of my life. It was horrific. So does anybody have a hitting of an animal story? Nathan has a really funny one. Nathan, my husband, has a really funny one. Steve, we've been looking for you for years. The possum was scared. Am I going to get arrested? Is there a warrant out for the person that hit the possum on Cypress Wood twice? It was me, Steve. Take me in. Mm. Dang it. My coffee's already gone. It's only 8:34. It's going to be a long Monday. Stacey says, my sister hit a what with your car? What was it? What did she hit? And nobody. Okay, I'll tell one more. Nathan, when we were in high school, we weren't dating at the time. He hit a dog like Jetta. He's hit more than one dog, actually. This one's terrible. He hit this dog and it decapitated it. And he went and got the head of the dog and the body of the dog and drove to a vet to see if they could save it. Isn't that cute? Baby Nathan tried to save it. Is that hilarious? Anyway, so you guys, there's a lot that happened this weekend. So much going on in the news. Putin puts nuclear forces on high alert, in case if you didn't know. Anish, hello, Anish. First time watcher out in Texas. I love it. Good morning and welcome. Also, Biden makes Supreme Court nominee. Don't know if you heard about that. And there's some baseball news that happened over the weekend. So Anna, friend, bring up all the things that we need to talk about or go over. I mean, that's a lot. Were you even listening to the news this weekend? Were you just trying to just relax and not go into anything too bad? All right, let's read what's going on. Putin puts nuclear forces on high alert. Grass Puddle won't eat an animal, will run it over. Okay, pause. I don't eat animals to save them. I legit don't like meat. My parents said I stopped eating it at 2 years old. I'm like a legit herbivore. Like if I was a dinosaur, I'd be one of the really big ones. That's a fat joke. So you know what I mean? They never ate meat. I'm one of those. I really am. I feel so bad. Thank you. Now I feel horrible again. All right, here we go. Can you make it a little closer, Anna? The sun is killing me today. I'm like, what is happening? I'm going to have a sunburn after. Yes, thank you. It's like I'm 98 years old. All right. Putin puts nuclear forces on high alert as Russia's assault on Ukraine reached into its second largest city, and Russian President Vladimir Putin said he was putting nuclear forces on high alert. The EU announced unprecedented new actions against Moscow Putin's order to make his nuclear weapons more ready for launch, made Sunday in response to, quote, aggressive statements by leading NATO powers and economic sanctions by the West represent an unnecessary and dangerous move, according to the Pentagon. Meanwhile, the European Union plans to close its airspace to Russian airlines, fund a weapons purchase to assist Ukraine, and ban some pro-Kremlin media outlets in its latest response to Russia's invasion. European Commission officials said on Sunday it marks the first time the bloc would finance military equipment for a country under attack after Russia unleashed a wave of attacks targeting Ukrainian airfields and fuel facilities. Russian troops entered, I'm going to mispronounce this, Kharkiv, Ukraine's second largest city, on Sunday, and fighting is underway in the streets, according to the Associated Press. So I heard that I see. I hear that already over 350 civilians have been killed in Ukraine, and like 20 are children. So we're going to go into some more about the Ukraine, but in a positive way, and the things that we can do to help the people of Ukraine, because it's far away and it seems far. And I know it's close to a lot of people's hearts. And instead of just talking about it, and not that I'm against praying about it, you'll know that I'm a person of prayer, but let's also get involved and do something. All right, back to the animal things. Stacy says my sister ran over a deer. Tim says a deer ran into my car. That's dangerous. And Nathan sometimes see me or my friend biked over a snake. I love that we don't know who. Steve says, live every day unless you're an animal crossing the road. Then live until she runs you over twice or hubby decapitates you. True. Those are all true. Don't come at me, animals. All right. Biden officially nominates. Oh no, I'm going to mispronounce the name. Y'all don't get mad at me. Or someone tell me how. Anna, do you know how to say? This is important. This is someone who's going to be possibly on the Supreme. Anna says no clue. Okay. And Mindy, I tried to run over a tarantula. That's hilarious. I like that. Okay. President Joe Biden formally announced U.S. Circuit Judge Joey, hi, first time watcher, Ketanji Brown Jackson as his choice for seat on the Supreme Court at the White House on Friday, marking the first time in history a Black woman has been named to the nation's highest court. Jackson is 51, serves on the Federal Appeals Court in Washington, D.C. The nomination is Biden's first, and it set off a frenzy of activity in the Senate, where Democrats have said that they hope to use their thin majority to move to a final vote by early April. If confirmed, Jackson would replace Associate Justice Stephen Breyer, who announced he intends to retire in June. Now, is he retiring because they want to move someone else in? Is that what's happening? Is this a little political? Is that what's going on? Or is he really just retiring? Mindy says she tried to run over the tarantula on purpose, though they're slippery. Are they really slippery? I thought they were hairy. Yeah, be careful, animals. All right. CDC relaxes mask recommendations. Now, I will be at Broadway. What I said is right, Nathan. They're making this guy, they're strongly advising him to step down. I just assumed. I mean, listen, this is how both sides play. Both sides play. You know what I mean? And I get it. This is what they do for a living. Anna says, I think he's just old. I don't think so, Anna. I think there's an agenda. Tarantulas are fast. Mindy's like, we need to talk. Mindy's like, I have trauma around the tarantula. Anna, can you scroll up, friend? CDC relaxes mask recommendations. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention relaxed mask recommendations for most Americans, releasing a color-coded map to help residents determine if they should wear masks indoors in their area. The CDC announced new COVID-19 metrics on Friday, which now place about 70% of the U.S. population, or 63% of U.S. counties, in areas of low or medium risk of COVID. In those areas, the CDC has dropped its recommendation for universal indoor masking. For people in areas where the risk of COVID is higher, the CDC still advises everyone to wear masks in indoor public places. About 37% of US counties, or 28% of Americans, fall under this category. Experts say the new guidance may be the first step in shifting the US to an endemic phase. So instead of being in a pandemic, we'll be in an endemic, which is what we are with the flu, I'm pretty sure, of the pandemic. So that's good news. The nation has now reported a week of COVID-19 cases under 100,000 a day for the first time in 7 months, according to USA Today analysis of Johns Hopkins University data. So here's my question for everybody. I want you to hop on backchannel.tv. I want you to go to your devices. Where are you with masks? Are you wanting, bye Guinness, bye sweet friend. I'll see you later. Are you still wearing masks indoors? Where does your comfort level? Let's do a little COVID check-in. Where are you at? I'm going to be on Broadway again on Wednesday. And I think I heard that New York City just lifted their mask mandates for the city because New York has been really tight. So I've got my vaccine card with me because in New York, you have to bring it everywhere. When I was in DC, last week? It was just last week. DC had been really tight with mandates, but I didn't need it. I didn't have to show it anywhere. Like you weren't even allowed to like check into a hotel, stay at a hotel without a vaccine card. I did it the day I got there. They had lifted all of it. So I didn't even need my card, although I had it. So I'm curious to see how New York City is because they've been I've traveled a lot during this whole thing, and they have definitely been one that was the most tight, them and Oahu. And so we'll see. We'll see what if I have to show my card and be masked during the play. But I was just going to check in and see. I know Mindy said, I wonder what they'll do for air travel. Well, Grasspuddle, let us know. I'm guessing that I had to be masked when I was flying, Tuesday? And I'm guessing it's still masking, right? On airplanes. Grasspuddle, let us know. Doug says, my mom goes to stores. I don't go so that I don't have to worry about it. So you don't have to wear a mask. No, I get that. But it sounds like it's going to get lifted. And I don't know if there's any more to read. But if there is, let me know. Okay, perfect. Thank you. MLB players. Teams talk for 7th day in a row. Locked out players and management officials were bargaining for the 7th straight day on Sunday, just one day before Major League Baseball's deadline to salvage March 31st openers and the 162 game schedule. Negotiators narrowed down differences Friday and Saturday, but entering the 80th day of a work stoppage, they were still far apart on big issues that include luxury tax thresholds and rates, the size of a new bonus pool for pre-arbitration players, and minimum salaries. Baseball's 9th work stoppage started December 2nd. Spring training games were to have begun Saturday, but they've been canceled through March 7th. The MLB says if there is not a deal by the end of Monday, there will not be enough training time to start the season as scheduled. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Like what happens if we don't have spring training for MLB? What happens? Does anybody know? What is part 2 of that? Stacey says the only time I wear a mask is when I go to the doctor's office. Yeah, I understand. Doug says the same thing. He's only wearing masks when he goes into doctor's offices and just really kind of avoiding inside. No, I see. I understand. I've definitely laxed on the wearing of a mask situation because I'm fully boosted and I just had COVID. So I feel very brave, which could be very wrong. Okay. Anna says I'm masked when I have to go to the doctor. That's about it. Me too, but I'm sure I can't imagine Broadway letting that go. I mean, Broadway is a very liberal community. And they're very, which there's nothing wrong. That's great. And so I can't imagine that the actors, I don't know, we'll see. Except the guy who owns the Rockettes. He's very conservative. And I told you guys about that when I was in the city in December watching the Rockettes, which 2 days after I left, they shut down the Rockettes. But he doesn't believe in masking. And so I was in this room with 6,000 people. 6,000. That's how big Radio City Music Hall is. And some people had masks, some didn't. And I got to say, it did make me feel very, very nervous. But, and that was in December. So I don't know about now. Anyway, Nathan says that just means that you should never feel great after you've had an illness like that. I do feel great, Stacey, because I did really, really well with the illness. That's a positive for me because I have a lot of medical issues. So it was good news that I did well. And that now I have the antibodies and the vaccine. I'm a both and kind of a gal. Nathan says short season. Oh, Steve says possibly no baseball this year. Like none at all. They're going to just not have baseball. There's no way they'd let that happen. If they take too long but agreed to do, it would be a short season. That's crazy. Of all the years, I can't believe that. So Grasspole says I'm asked for air travel and work. Oh, do you work inside an office and you have to like be masked for most of the days? That's what you're doing. That sounds hard. All right. SAG Awards set for Sunday night. Sunday Night Screen Actor Guild Awards offers systematic matchups that have movie fans and Oscar pundits alike salivating. So this is always a big one because what happens at the SAG kind of sets up the rest of awards season, which I know a lot of you aren't into, but y'all know that it's my thing. I'm into Hollywood and theater and movies and all of that. So from Will Smith to Denzel Washington to Lady Gaga, battling Nicole Kidman. The 28th SAG Awards ceremony is the first major award show of 2022. It's like the gateway and will reveal the top acting contenders heading to the Academy Awards March 27th. Will Smith was in King Richard. Remember, that was the story about Serena and Venus Williams. Denzel Washington is up for the tragedy of Macbeth, which I still really want to see that lead the best male for lead best male actor race. Gaga's up for a House of Gucci. Totally get that. Kidman is up for Being the Ricardos. And I saw Being the Ricardos and I almost feel like I need to watch it again. I was really disappointed in that film and I really wasn't into her performance either. And I'm a Kidman fan. I don't have beef with Kidman. But I don't think it was her best acting, and I don't think it definitely for this season was the best actress like contender against the other performances that were given this year. That's my opinion. But they're up for top female actor alongside Jessica Chastain for The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Have not seen that, so just flew into. Olivia Colman was in The Lost Daughter. I saw The Lost Daughter. I didn't get it. I got to be honest. I did not get that film. I tried. I probably need to watch it again. Okay, drive, Mindy. See you later in a little bit. Grass puddle office. Ew, no, industrial areas. So, but industrial areas, does that mean you're outside? Does that mean you're outside? I feel like. And then Jennifer Hudson in Respect. Jennifer Hudson's a beast, man. Her acting is just phenomenal. She is such a powerhouse. The ceremony will be televised on TNT and TBS at 8 o'clock Pacific, 5 Eastern. On what day? This coming Sunday, Anna? Is the date for March? Is that, would you let me know? Let's see. Oh, it already happened. Oh, it was last night. I love that we just said all that and it was last night. Do we know the winners then? Oh, you got a list of winners in the second half of the show. We're going to have a list of winners, or do you want to do that now? That's so funny. Doug says, I'll tell you a story about a mask. When I got my second vaccine, I broke a hearing aid. Oh, over wearing a mask. I understand that. The reason why I see one of the hearing aids broke. No, I hear that. That would be really hard. Absolutely hard. All right. So I don't know if Anna is showing us the winners now, or if we're going to do that later. Grass puddle. Don't run over anything, Mindy. She won't. She's a good citizen. But that's kind of a brief update of the news, you guys. That's kind of going on all over the world. Oh no, Doug had to go since August without one hearing aid. That's really awful. No, I get it. I understand. And I think you made a good choice for you. I really do. So you guys, we are coming up to the end of the first hour. It's already 8:51 on the East Coast. So it's 7:51 back home in the great state of Texas, where we don't have masks. Although, did I tell you guys I think I did. I told you for Valentine's Day that I went and I saw South Pacific, and we had to show vaccine cards. and wear a mask. I was shocked because we're in Houston and I was like, that's crazy. That was just like a couple of weeks ago. So that's what I'm curious to see if Broadway is still doing what they're doing. Um, oh, I see. Doug, yeah, no, Doug, I think you have a very good point. Those of us with medical issues and conditions, it's a different pandemic. I tell people that all the time. When you're compromised, it's just a different story. Hi, Eleanor, first time watcher. Welcome. Good morning. You are watching Live Every Day here on Backchannel. So I want to give you guys some positive news. I want to tell you a little bit about you know what, Anna, okay, we'll do the support Ukraine. How to support Ukraine. Here's the thing. Ukraine's all over the news, right? Russia, Ukraine, there's a war happening. And it's on a lot of people's hearts. And a lot of people want to help support Ukraine, which, you know what I learned? One way you can support them is not say the Ukraine. That's how Russia refers to Ukraine. And the people of Ukraine prefer to be called Ukraine. Also, not to pronounce is it the capital Kiev, but Kev. Like there's a different way to say it and spell it. One way is the Russian way, and they're saying to support Ukraine, don't do that. Maybe this is in this article, by the way, as I'm telling you what I've learned. I've learned a lot about Ukraine lately, but we wanted to read something positive and how can you get involved? Because okay, Kev, now it's Kev. Yeah. So just little things that you could do like that. All right, so let's read this and where we can go, because I think also something is that, okay, Stacey, have a great time at church, pray for us, pray for Ukraine. Is Kiev. No, you're not supposed to say Kiev. That's what I'm saying. Long E. No, that's how the Russians say it. I just read about this. The Russians say Kiev, and we're supposed to say it differently, right? I'm gonna find it. Rhymes with Steve. Steve Kiev. Oh, like that? Oh, Kiev instead of Kiev. Say Kiev. Like that? Is that how I say it? Kiev? Perfect. Thank you, Grass Puddle. I love that you're here to teach me all the things. Yeah, because I don't want to say it wrong. I don't want to say what we're not supposed to say. So thank you. So it's always also hard to know where to give money if you're wanting to donate. There's so many places out in the world. And this is just a good rule of thumb anyway. Like when you wanting to donate and you know that not everybody has good intentions. And so it's important to know where to donate, who really is working, where they say they're working and doing what they're doing. Thanks, Grass Puddle. All right, UNICEF. UNICEF supports health, nutrition, HIV prevention, education, safe drinking water, sanitation, and protection for children and families caught in the conflict in Ukraine. Quote, heavy weapons fire along the line of contact has already damaged critical water infrastructure and education facilities in recent days, said UNICEF Director Catherine M. Russell in a statement. Becky, good morning. You also have Doctors Without Borders, MSF, Medicine Sans Frontiers. MSF runs a range of activities in Ukraine, working with local volunteers, organizations, healthcare professionals, and authorities to help people travel to healthcare facilities and access prescribed medications. Voices of Children. The Ukrainian organization Charitable Foundation helps provide psychological and psychosocial support to the children affected by the armed conflict, according to its website. Voices of Children's efforts of support for kids include art therapy, video storytelling, providing mobile psychologists, and even individual help for families. Sunflower of Peace is a nonprofit organization raising money to prepare first aid medical tactile back. Bye, Steve. Have a good one, friend. Backpacks for paramedics and doctors on the front lines. Each backpack is designed for groups of 5 to 10 people and includes an array of first aid supplies, such as bandages, anti-hemorrhage medicine, medical instruments, according to the organization's Facebook page. An International Committee of the Red Cross. The Switzerland-based organization is aiming to find people affected by the conflict and support the work of Ukrainian Red Cross. Save the Children is based in London. It helps deliver life-saving aid to vulnerable children in Ukraine and around the world. According to its website, the organization says that it's on the ground in the US and other parts of the world, quote, delivering essential humanitarian aid. Quote, we are gravely concerned for children in Ukraine, Afghanistan, and around the world who might be caught in the middle of an armed conflict, forced to flee their homes and exposed to injury, hunger, and sub-zero temperatures, the organization writes in a statement online. UN Refugee Agency, the UNHCR, the international organization, aims to provide emergency assistance to families in Ukraine, providing aid such as cash assistance and opportunities for resettlement in the U.S. UNHCR is working with the authorities, UN, and other partners in Ukraine, and is ready to provide humanitarian assistance wherever necessary and possible. To that effect, security and access for humanitarian efforts must be guaranteed, the organization said in a statement. CARE, C-A-R-E, is raising money for Ukraine Crisis Fund, which will provide immediate aid, including food, water, hygiene kits, support services, and direct cash assistance. The humanitarian organization aims to raise $20 million and help at least 4 million Ukrainians. It says it will prioritize women and girls, families, and the elderly. International Medical Corps. Anna, thank you. The global nonprofit has been delivering primary health care and mental health services in eastern Ukraine since 2014, and it's raising funds to expand those services for people affected by the latest conflict. It says cold weather and economic insecurity in the lead up to Thursday's attack have left nearly 3 million Ukrainians relying on humanitarian assistance to meet their basic needs, a number that is certain to rise nationwide. Its Ukraine team is preparing to deploy mobile medical teams to provide emergency and primary health services, mental health and psychosocial services, and COVID-19 awareness and prevention services for those who have been displaced. So this is an NPR report. If you want to go to NPR and see a list, I don't know, Anna, maybe if you have a link for people to see where they can find that so they can have a place to go for resources so that they can help. Also, Catholic Relief Services is one of the strongest, largest relief services in the world. And they help everyone, and they're very involved in Ukraine right now. Anita, hello. Welcome, friend. So glad you're watching. Hi, out in Texas. I also have my friend who I will be with in New York later this week. And she works for, is it Invisible Children, Invisible People? I need to find out. And she's going to Italy. We'll both be in the Newark airport on Thursday together, basically leaving at the same time. She'll be flying to Milan. I'll be flying to Houston. And she is going to talk to Italian officials, asking them for safe passage for Afghanistan refugees. So I'm sure they'll be getting involved with Ukraine as well. They do a lot of incredible work. So you can search NPR Ukraine support on your systems, and you'll be able to find people that are there that are actually working and helping. You heard that there's an array of services helping frontline doctors, things that you just don't think about. Of course, children. I saw a really awful video yesterday on Facebook of a father putting his daughter on a train. Ooh, it was emotional. It was hard to watch. The emotion and just as a parent having to decide to put your child on a train, not knowing if you'll see her again, and hoping for her safety and that you're making the right choice. So there's a lot going on, and it is great to see that not only do they provide humanitarian care, but that they're also thinking about the psychological damage of war, any war that's in the world, right? So Ukraine is a huge country. And it's also neat to see the support of the world. And I know that there's a lot going on there. So if anybody has anything they want to say about it, or if anybody has any services or resources that you want to share, please do. But get involved. All right, you guys. So we are here in the second hour of Live Every Day. As always, I'm here from 8 to 10, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. every day. We start with Haley and Allison from 6 to 8, then me 8 to 10 on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. On Tuesday, Thursdays, I'm only here 8 to 9. So only have me an hour tomorrow. From 9 to 10 on Tuesday, Thursdays, you have the great Kate and Will. Then from 10 to 12, you have Get On Up with Jam and Renee. From 12 to 2, you have the Anthony Davis Show. 2 to 4, you have the fan favorite, Your Pal Hal. And that's right, Haley, Allison, and Doug. That's right. Doug is like an official part of the show, no lie. And then you have Mario Smith coming home on The Drive from 4 to 6. I know, Grasspuddle loves Hal. Grasspuddle loves Mindy and Hal, and he makes sure to tell me every day. It's fine. I call my therapist after every single one of these shows. So you can always have live people to talk to, great community, and get involved every day, 12 hours here on Backchannel, where you can watch, listen, and chat. And of course, I love to ask you to leave a review. At backchannel.tv, you can join the chat, or you can hit the button that says leave a review, and it goes straight to Amazon because we are being broadcast on all the Amazon devices. So if you like to leave a 5-star, Grasspuddle, you could leave it under an anonymous name. Minfolk, that should be your name, Minfolk. And you can put 5 stars and no one will know. And you can do the same for Hal. You can do more than one. Anyway, today is the last day of Black History Month, you guys. You know, February is where we take oh yeah, Nathan says, I believe the only blessing in this war is the affluence of Ukraine relative to other war areas. Yeah. Well, I know you're still finishing your statement. You only get so much you can write on an Echo show or wherever you are on the, it's hard. But no, there are some positive things coming out, of course, like anything, like with the pandemic or, that other wars areas overlooked because we don't see these images. Yeah, no, you're right. There are some positive things. I think, the leader of Ukraine, we showed a picture of him earlier. He's coming out a hero in this thing. He's not leaving, and he's staying there and fighting, and he's showing what true leadership is. I think we lack such true leadership. Nathan's saying there's 55 active conflict areas in the world, not just Ukraine, obviously. It's not just happening in one little spot in the world. It's hard as Americans. We are very blessed in this country for a million reasons. And one of them is that we are not facing a war every day, not in the same way that a lot of our brothers and sisters in humanity are facing. So that is a positive about what's happening. And also, well, that's as political as I'm going to get. Okay. Last day of Black History Month, everybody. So every February is when we pause and take intentional effort to highlight Black history in the United States, in the world. And of course, Black history doesn't stop just because February stops. Black history is alive every day. But this is just a time to where we can really highlight it and focus on it. There's a great article that Anna found, which I'm really excited about this. It's called Never Been Told. Okay, this is great. This is history of American people of color that's never been told. These stories fill in the narrative. So this is a great article in USA Today that I wanted to share with you guys on this last day of Black Heritage Month and Black History Month. Sorry. Stories of people of color aren't always found in the usual public records or data sets. Often the stories are hidden in slave schedules and plantation accounting books. They're packed away with family secrets in an attic. They are in plain sight, carved on monuments and statues, or they exist only in the minds and memories of our elders. So oral tradition, right? USA Today's series, Never Been Told, is the lost history of Americans' people of color. It aims to fill in the gaps in our national story. And here's the thing. Black history is our history, right? Female history is our history. White male history is our history. Like, we are one people. Asian history, our history, Asian American, if any Latin American history in the States, this is all part of our nation. That's what makes America so beautiful. And we are a tapestry of people and culture. Andrea, hello. Tyson, first time watcher. Hi, welcome. Okay, so these stories elevate through investigative explanatory journalism. the people, places, ideas that are often left out of history books. In a time when we rely on the internet for information, it's easy to think that because we know a name, we know a story. But history isn't a website brief, nor is it a static document. I love that. It's right. Hi, Tyson. Hello. Good morning. It is organic. History is a fluid, living, energetic thing fed continuously by the stories of the people creating that history. They include all the people of color whose labor and thought built our society. African, Asian, Latino, American Indians, right? Native Americans. History is made by the participation of all people of races and ethnicities. So indigenous peoples, right? So here we go. Jackson Giles. In 1902, a postal worker challenged the Jim Crow laws of Alabama. The longtime political activist took his complaint all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. Think about that. In 1902, as a black man, their decision reinforced voter suppression for 6 decades. So you can click and read the story there, who he is. Keep going. But it's good to know who these people are, put faces to the names. If you are on a device that you can see, I encourage you to go to it and look at their beautiful faces. And if not, you can look this up later. Fabulous Lena Richard, the cooking queen of New Orleans. Richard used her culinary talents to become a successful entrepreneur and likely the first Black TV chef in the U.S. Her contributions are forgotten. Did you even know that we had a Black TV female chef out of New Orleans? Probably not. I don't know the time period. Carlos Bulasan's critique of America gave Filipino migrants a voice. America is in the heart. His definitive work unveils hardships, heartaches, and hopes of the first wave of Filipino workers to arrive in the USA. Larry, hello. First time watcher out in Virginia. Love it. Negro League's history was erased for generations. This man keeps it alive. In 1993, Bob Kendrick met one of the Negro League's greatest players, Buck O'Neil. The meeting and stories gave him his life's mission. So look at that. The man is sitting on a ton of baseball bats. As we know, a lot of our sports from the past and current is just absolutely beautifully blessed with African American stories. A Mexican American woman saved the Alamo. Oh, now I do know this. Adina de Zavala, a Tejana woman's dedication to preserving the structure, no matter what it cost her, is why we can still visit the famous Texas battlefield. That's true. And her name is often found in Texas. And you do learn about her in Texas history, but I'm sure you don't learn about her anyplace else. Abolitionist David Ruggles gave his soul to the fight against slavery. Before Harriet Tubman, Ida B. Wells, this 19th century free Black man, was an anti-slavery activist, journalist, and owner of the first Black bookstore. You have to remember, power of the press, right? I mean, even now, look into today's society, 2022, media has a huge influence. So to be in the 19th century as a free Black man and you have a bookstore and you're a journalist, that's tremendous. What a voice to have. Tyson is playing Roblox. I love it. It has cats. In 1972, Melvin McNair helped hijack a plane. He wanted to escape U.S. racism. In exile in France, McNair has built a life around community service and baseball, but he's still wanted by U.S. authorities for his 50-year-old crime. Now, that sounds like a story to read. I have no idea what that's about. Wow. Never heard of it. I'm going to have to click on that later for sure. For sure. Long before George Floyd, the slaying of another Black man sparked a national movement. Jimmy Lee Jackson's 1965 killing by law enforcement inspired the Bloody Sunday March. His death led to equal voting rights, but his story has been forgotten. So definitely worth your time reading what was that about. Essay, American History. Nathan says off to work, but love this segment. I love all history, but maybe you can make this a regular part. It would be nice. History's important. Yeah, definitely. I'd love to highlight history. History we don't know or history we should know. Essay, American history is not just his story, it's also our story. History's been filtered primarily through the eyes of white men. It's time to include stories about the lives and sacrifices and triumphs of people of color. And that's true. I mean, whoever is the majority, right? And so I I understand, like, it's not either or. That's what I want people to hear. It's both and. It's not about getting rid of what we've grown up with, but it's about just filling in the parts that we don't have. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what we wanted to highlight today. Black history is so close to my heart. Growing up in Louisiana, and I went to a predominantly Black school in North Louisiana, and I was raised in a predominantly Black community. And I had a woman named Miss Bertha that took care of me every day in my home. And then I've told you guys about the truck stop that my father owned, and the cook who cooked there, Big Mama. That's what we called her. And we renamed the restaurant Mama's Restaurant. And she was a huge part of my life and everybody there. And so I love Black History Month. I love being able to showcase and listen to stories, and knowing all sorts of stuff. Nathan says, Tyson, thanks for participating. Glad you're here. Tyson lives with his mom and dad. I love it. And yes, yes, because I grew up in Louisiana, I need to watch Cajun Justice. Yes, Cajun stuff. So it is really important to but let me say this. There's a lot of history that's hidden no matter what. It really depends on who's telling it. Like, as a Catholic American, there's a lot that Catholicism brought to this country that, like, isn't talked about because it's a religion. But all the missions, all the the San Antonio missions, the California missions, those were all Catholic. Like, those were priests. They're not going to talk about that. They're not going to talk. The Big Bang Theory was discovered by a priest, a monk. You know what I mean? A Catholic one. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's in history that if it doesn't fit a narrative of whoever, then it just doesn't get told. So that's interesting. So I just want to show that it's not, again, it's both and. Same with female stories. There's a great subscription box, Anna. If you could find Girls Can Crate, that would be great. I would love to showcase that right now, if that's possible. But this is a great subscription box. And I have to say, that's a positive thing that came out of the pandemic for me, was subscription boxes, places that ship you things for $39.99 a month or whatever it is. And this is a fantastic, I'm sure there's going to be pop-ups the whole time. But what this is, and I encourage people, even if you don't have daughters, if you don't even have children, although Grass Pedal, you do have daughters, so you might really love this. And Mindy, no animals were harmed in the school delivery this morning. That's fantastic. Mindy, you would totally love this as well. But seriously, it's such a good subscription service. You don't have to have, you really don't. You don't have to have kids, because I've learned so much from these subscription boxes. So what they do is that they highlight a real woman in history, white, brown, Black, Asian, absolutely fascinating. And what you learn is what their contributions are. I don't know if you could go to a past box, Anna, about some people who they've featured, but, like, for instance, do you know who the first female astronaut in space is? Probably not. You know who the first male in space is? You absolutely do. Now, do you know the first woman to climb Everest? You probably don't, but you absolutely know Sir Edward, what's his face, what is his name? The guy that climbed Everest. He's very well known. And the first woman to do it was Japanese. You know what I mean? So it's fascinating. So you get these cards on these women, and first female was Russian. So, but it's like, it's fascinating to read who they were, what they've done. They're part of history. Exactly. Whether it's the world's history, right? Because we don't own the world as Americans. We're all on this planet together. And so it's really, really cool to see all the contributions. But it goes into everything. Like the first female ballerina who was Black for, the American ballet, anything like that, from the arts to medicine. Some of the women, Julia Child was one that they that they showed one time, and it was so great. And so it always comes with like a craft and an activity, like, to get to know the woman better, or to get to know what it was that she did. So, like, for instance, the first woman to climb Everest, you learn all about her Japanese culture, and you get to make a flag situation, like what they do at the top of Mount Everest. They leave these flags, which, if you ever go to Expedition Everest, at Disney World, you'll see them. You'll see what they do at base camp. And so you make a base camp flag. Like it's really hands-on and fantastic, but the information is great. Like the books that it comes with are really fantastic. And it's just really like great hands on really learning about these women. So I really encourage you to get it, whether you have a daughter or not, especially if you have daughters. It's just so encouraging. And it's really neat to see these mathematicians, these artists, these educators, these scientists, and that they're all part of the human story. And that's what it is. And so it's really great. Yes, Tyson, I do have YouTube. This show is being shown on YouTube for Backchannel. If you go to Backchannel, and then I have my own YouTube that I show all of my other shows. I have other shows, Tyson. I just want to be on a screen all day with a microphone. Anyway, Nathan says, you don't lose history by learning more history. I love that. That's so true. Alicia, hi. First time watcher. Good morning out in North Carolina. I'm so glad you're here. Yes, Nathan says you're spot on. History is like love. You don't stop loving people because you meet new people. That's so true. That's so true. They don't take over. It doesn't replace anything. It just makes it more rich. So does that mean, yeah. So Tyson, you're on an Echo show right now, but you can go over to YouTube if you wanted to. You're more than welcome to do that. So anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk about history and why it's so important. And yes, LH Media Productions. You can go to, if you want to see my personal YouTube, LH Media Productions. Okay, so last day of Black History Month, and that's really important to highlight. Also, it's time for a game. You know, like let's get in there. Let's play a game, you guys. It's the quarter of the hour. Mindful, yay or nay. We also like to be very mindful on Monday as we start this week and we get into the week, and we just try to like kind of pause and get our brains going and live an intentional life. That's all that I'm really trying to get people to do. Be intentional and have fun while you're at it. It's again a both and. So we are going to be playing Mindful Yay or Nay. Anna has put together a game, and this is going to be 24 cute desk accessories. Does your life need them? I am curious to know what you think. So here's how you play. Okay, you guys? Here's how you play. If you are on the Echo show, you can just speak to your device. Your magic word is say. Echo, say yay. Echo, say nay. Okay, great. If you are on the Alexa device or her app or Echo Dot, go to backchannel.tv and type there. If you are on Facebook or YouTube, you are chatting with me by just being there. So, okay, this is the first one. We got to know yay or nay. It's a build-a-plate gummy bear pin holder and planter. Wait, what? There's just something about giant gummy bears that puts a smile on our face. These gummy bears can be used as pin holders, planters, or decorative pieces that come in 2 sizes and multiple colors. We're obviously getting one in hot pink. Anna, I kind of want one of those. They're only $16 on Etsy. Is this a yay or a nay? A giant gummy bear, not edible? Nay. Although, you know what, Grass Pedal? There's a place in Louisiana that does the big, giant, what am I saying? Gummy bears. Why did I lose that word for a second? Anyway, it's in Rayne, Rayne, Louisiana. A lot of people know that candy shop. It's right on I-10. So if you're ever there. Yeah, Tyson, I don't really like Facebook either. I don't either, friend. All right. I say it's a yay for me. 5-pound gummy bear. Yes, it's one of those 5-pound gummy bears. Yeah. That's a yay for me. What do you, but Grasswell, would you put that on your desk? Your industrial desk that you don't have with your non-mask? Mindy, would you put that on your desk? All right. What about this one? You've been to that candy shop in Rayne. A lot of people have. It's like right there on I-10, and it's so fun. Okay, Smoko Pearl Boba Tea Mini Air Purifier. Is that the frog capital of Louisiana? Rayne? I don't think that's the same. It's right there though. Like, what? Oh, geez. Nathan would know. Nathan, what is the frog capital? You're not wrong, because it's like you hit Jennings, which is where my family is, Rayne, which is where the candy store is, and then I feel like the frog capital is right behind, like it's next. I can't think of it, Mindy. I only drive there constantly. And of course, I can't think of it. So, guys, this is a little air purifier. It looks like a little boba tea. How cute is this? If those of you that are looking, Crawley, thank you, Crawley. I think Crawley's the frog capital. You can plug it into an outlet or to your computer USB port, and a UV light on top is said to kill bacteria, viruses, mold, and other pathogens, keeping your air nice and fresh, according to Soko shoppers. It's not only cute, but it's functional. It does it, and it does well. It does what it says. Um, oh, you've been to Eunice. Have you been in Jennings, Grass Puddle? Have you ever driven through Jennings? It's right there in I-10. Used to be a McDonald's there in Jennings that was all Elvis. So a lot of people remember that because Jennings is about 3 hours from Houston. So it's like the place everybody stops to go to the bathroom and grab a burger. I kind of love the boba tea air purifier. That was cute. That's a yay for me. It's a yay for Doug. That's a yay. Anybody else? Would you do that? Let's see. Anna, I can't. Okay, new goals notepad from Bando. I love Bando, and I don't know if I say that right. I say Bando. It could be Bandu. It could be. I don't have no idea, but I say Bando. It's somewhat a guided notepad that's split in half. You write your goal on the left and what you need to do to accomplish that on the right. Ooh, Mindy, are you saying no to this pad? Or are you saying no to what are you saying no to? The boba tea? It's a great notepad to pull out if you're in need of a little self-care throughout the day. I kind of love this. I kind of love. Sheila says yay to the air purifier. I think that's kind of cool. I like that you put the goal, but then there's a place for you to say, and now what do I need to do to accomplish it? Like, y'all know I'm a big believer in that. Like, fine, let's name it, but then how are we going to get there? I love that. Yay, yay, yay. Get, for the love, set some new goals. That's what it's called. Kate Spade, New York business card holder. And I have business cards, but I don't think I need a card holder. $13. That's cute. Oh, and it is cute. It's like see-through. And it says, call me. That's cute. Wait, can you scroll down just a little bit, Anna? Oh, no, I was going to read. It's fine. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so this business card holder from Kate Spade will keep your business cards together in the chicest way possible. It's the kind of thing that'll have your coworkers saying, OMG, where'd you get that? So that's kind of fun. Oh, Tyson's sister sleeping, so he's trying to be quiet. People know what I mean anyway. Thank you, Doug. I know sometimes I only had 1 cup of coffee. Gold rainbow phone and tablet holder. Wait, how did we fill in the business card thing? Did anybody have a vote? Anybody have a vote? You'd use that? Oh, for the goal pages? Yeah. Mindy, Grass Puddle notepad not made out of gummy bears? That's a no. So we all know what to get Grass Puddle for his birthday. No to the boba. Got it. I like the pad. That one is my favorite so far. This is from Pottery Barn. Oh, this looks rad. I love this. This is a pretty gold phone and tablet holder. It's not only cute, it'll class up your workspace. Anna, I want this. This is from Pottery Barn. It's like this gold chic situation that connects to your computer desk area. Also, I need one of those, Anna. Anna, what is that? That what is that it's on? Like a computer stand and has a USB cord on the side? What, friend? That's so great. Ooh, I want one. Okay, Alan, hello. First time listener out in Pennsylvania. Monitor stand. Yes. And I like the white hashtag sorry, Nathan. That's what this segment's called. Hashtag sorry, Nathan. Yes, rainbow. Yes, on the business card holder. Okay, Mindy, I'm with you. I'm buying anything Mindy buys. If Mindy buys it, I buy it. That's what's happening. So everybody, Nathan, blame Mindy. A whale USB mouse, you guys. Who needs a regular mouse when you can have an adorable pink whale shaped one? According to Urban Outfitter reviews, it's so cute, easy to use, and it lights up. Is this a yay or nay? It's on sale. It was 19. Now it's only 10. What do we think about this? Is this necessary to life? Obviously, Grass Puddle is going to be a big time yay. Please get this, Grass Puddle. Please just make me happy one time. Can it just be about me one time and you get it? And then we know forever you have a pink whale USB mouse. I can get you a little tiny sticker, Live Every Day, to put on it. I think you need that in your life. Mindy, what do you think? Do you think that's what Grass Puddle needs? Oh, thanks, Tyson. I'm not really on TikTok. I appreciate it though. Okay, Doug says he would get this. No, Whale, you can't even play. Oh, I'm so sad. I thought that'd be really funny. I'm gonna get one for Steve. Um, Weekly planner cork board. Yeah, I want that monitor stand. I'm not kidding, Mindy. Hi, Lauren. Welcome. Andrea, welcome. Good morning, everybody. Weekly planner corkboard. If you're someone who really likes to write on sticky notes all over planners, this weekly planner corkboard is perfect for you. You can even get cute pins to make it really on your own. Again, Urban Outfitters. It's also on sale for 15. I'm going to say nay. I don't think it's really necessary. Not for me. I'm not that organized. I don't want the whale either. Although maybe it is better with the hand. I don't know. The sun's chasing me again. Look at this. I'm gonna end up in this corner. Is that hilarious? Maybe I should just stay like this. Is that better, everybody? Personalized rose gold pin pot. What? This gorgeous rose gold pin pot from Etsy is totally customizable. So you can have it. Yeah, Mindy says no to the cork, no to the whale. I'm feeling that too. But no, also for grass petal to have the whale. I just feel like we should make them. And Steve. Yeah, Doug says not for him, the cork board. I'm with you. It's not that exciting. You can have it say your name. This is the rose gold pin pot, or the name of your business. You can even put motivational phrases on it if you want. The California-based Etsy shop comes highly rated, and ton of other cute personalized accessories and gifts. You may find something else you love to put on your desk. I mean, it's cute, but I don't know if it's necessary. It's $17. I mean, do you get the pens? Oh, Mindy. Oh, I see. The monitor thing elevates her camera, more flattering teletherapy angle. Listen, always go high, friend. Go high. Janavi, good morning. First time listener. Hi, so glad you're here. I love it. I love it. Yes. When you travel, how do you get your Echo Show into the box? Well, listen, anyone in the chat says yes if you have TikTok. Oh, Tyson's asking, does anyone have TikTok? Let him know. He wants to know. Yeah, I don't travel with my Echo Show. Keiko Soft Touch Retractable Gel Ink Pins, pack of 5. Kind of cluttery on the pin holder. Nah. Okay. You're right, Aunt Mindy. But you know what? It would be kind of a nice teacher gift. I mean, it's a little fancy. It's under $20. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just a thought. All right. If you're going to get a chic pin holder like the one above, you need to get cute new pins. That's a good point. These colorful gel pins from Amazon write smooth, dry fast, and come in several colors. So this would be fun. I think also this would be like a good stocking stuffer. I would think for like a kid, junior high, high school, whatevs, a little girl in your life. And it could be fun. Also, Mindy, when you're doing a high stress job, I feel maybe you need a little color pen in your life. You know what I mean? Just to kind of jazz it up and have a little something fun to see. A little lilac, little pink, I could get that. I'm not mad about that. Grass petal, I always take the hotel pens, but they've been scarce with pandemic. Thank you for saying that. That is very validating to me. Also, it's so hard without housekeeping. I'm on my last towel today and I reuse towels, but at some point you're like, I kind of need a towel. And I'm down. I have no more coffee. That's why I only had 1 cup today. And yeah, no little cute pad and pen in the room, So it's like I live here. It feels like an apartment now. Whenever, I don't know if you feel that way, grass petal, but I always feel like I live in an apartment now in a hotel. It doesn't really feel hotel-y, if that makes sense. That feel is definitely gone. Mindy says iffy on the gel pins. I hear you. Well, you guys, that was our little yay or nay. Maybe it's time to call housekeeping. I think I will, Doug. Listen, I'm definitely going to ask for at least, I check out tomorrow. So of this hotel, right? Tomorrow's Tuesday. Yeah. I check out the hotel tomorrow. Wait, do I? I don't know. Actually, now I'm nervous. I check out the hotel on Tuesday. Anna, what do I do? And then I'm in TWA Tuesday night. No, Wednesday night I'm in TWA. Oh, I hope I'm here tomorrow. I check out Wednesday. Crud. Now I got to check my itinerary. Make it work Monday. I don't know when I'm leaving. It's so much travel. Melanie, hi. Good morning. First time watcher. Hello, hello. What does Anna say? Dee. Article. You got the pen holder, buy the new pins. Liv, you're making a lot of good points. Anna's talking for me. I know. I always, someone needs a daily planner. What day is it? I know. No, it's just grass pedal. Listen, you get to travel and stay in one spot. I travel to lots of different spots. So it makes it's kind of hard. You know what I mean? Like just keeping up with it. It is somewhere. I just had a panic attack of, am I in this room through the days that I think I am? I have to get off of here to find out. It's on my phone. I'm going to be breezy. It's Make It Work Monday. Whatever it is, it is. I'll find a hotel room, I guess. Okay. Mindful moment, you guys. Let's take a little mindful moment, get ourselves ready for the week. Lots of stuff going on, heavy stuff in the world. We're still in a pandemic. There's wars going on. As we heard, there's 55 conflicts around the world. The Ukraine is definitely on a lot of people's minds. And just everything else that's happening on the universe. So let's take a moment to talk about micro vacations. Have you heard of this? Is this something that has come across your desk? Let's see if we can read about it. Micro vacations can help prevent burnout. Here's what they are and how to take them. Well, Anna is grabbing that article. Doug says, I asked my mom if I could use her ranch for my baked potato this weekend. Oh, that sounds delicious. That sounds really good. God, I wish I had a baked potato. I also wish I wasn't eating Chinese food for the next 12 days. Micro vacations can help prevent burnout. Here's what they are and how to take them. So this is important. Guys, you got to keep up with your health, and your mental health is super important. Okay. Contrary to popular belief, burnout isn't reserved for folks who just don't like their job. It also happens to people who love what they do and can even occur for reasons nothing to do with work, as in the case with caregiver and marital burnout. Never heard of that before. Mindy, is that a thing? Marital burnout? Mindy says, look at your cute jacket. I know. Thank you. I do. I had a stylist come to the house. Did I already tell you all this? A professional organizer packer came to the house and packed me for this trip. Yes, they're on-trend stacked neutral stone drop earrings. They're actually handmade by a female artist, and they're clay. They're handmade clay. Can you see? They're also very pearly. She adds a pearl sheer to her clay before she bakes them, and then she stacks them. Yeah, so it matches because I've got this really cool shirt. It's the poor in spirit, the mourning, the meek, what does that say? The hungry, the merciful, the pure in heart, the peacemakers, the persecuted. It's kind of like I'm trying to say things, look cool at the same time and have a graphic tee. How did you know that? Grass Pedal is asking Mindy, and she says, I just know. Mindy, marital burnout, I conceptualize that a bit differently, but I guess that's what they mean. I mean, right? This will be interesting. Let's see if they go into that. Okay. So it stands to reason then that all people might benefit from learning creative ways for treating and better yet preventing this condition from happening in the first place. Cue micro vacations, which can ease and perhaps eliminate the risk of burnout by giving you control of your schedule and helping you disconnect from the causes of your stress. The notion of micro vacations being adept to preventing burnout was part of a bigger discussion during this week's episode of the Well Plus Good podcast, which focused more generally on the power of accessing a vacation mindset without traveling. Quote, I don't really take a dedicated vacation because I integrate a lot of space and time to shut off. Clarity and mindset coach Hannah Young said during the episode, which also featured life and career coach Melody Miles, founder of wellness-focused sabbatical planning company Soulcation. Quote, I guess my version of vacation is like micro vacations. Reasons abound why many folks may be unable to take dreamy, rejuvenating week-long vacations to faraway locales. You know, finances, work responsibilities, caregiving responsibilities, and beyond. which is exactly why micro vacations might be a good alternative for preventing burnout. And the good news for all those busy and otherwise strapped folks is taking a micro vacation doesn't require actually going anywhere or spending much, if anything at all. This way, concerns about finances and time are less stressful to contend with, but you're still putting time and space between you and the source of your burnout when you take one. Micro vacations can prevent burnout. So here's 3 tips on planning yours. Number 1, schedule a quote boredom day. That's what they're calling it. Okay. So you're going to schedule a boring, oh my gosh, boredom day. Well, I know Mindy, I'm anxious to see if this is a staycation or if this is different, because a staycation though you travel within your town. So like I've done a staycation in Houston. We've gone and we stayed at the Marriott Marquis. We went to like an Astros game. We did some shopping. We did museums. That's a staycation, but this is a micro vacation, and they're saying it's just mental. I don't think you're going to go anyway. Mindy, I like a boredom day. All right. So it says in her personal life, Young likes to schedule what she calls boredom days, which essentially refers to clearing her schedule and doing only what she wants to do on that day. Quote, a complete boredom day is unstructured playtime, like you would give yourself when you were a child, says Young. This is speaking to my human development heart. My degree's in human development. I don't know if y'all know that. So this is speaking to my heart. Quote, I make no plans with anybody. I make no plans with anybody. I wake up when I want. I feel into what I'm craving that day, just like you would during vacation. On a boredom day, Young says, you might enjoy taking a walk, hanging out with friends, reading a book, or just lounging around. The key here is to allow yourself a day where you don't have plans or commitments. I love this. It's kind of like Hygge, but without all the pastries. Okay, Young adds that she schedules this time to rest because she knows that not doing so may lead to her not actually getting it. Quote, it's very easy for work to creep into your personal time, and you have to hold that boundary pretty rigidly, she says. This is rad. Okay, number 2, be mindful when selecting your space for a micro vacation. In terms of relaxing situations, not all spaces are created equally. This is particularly true for folks who work remotely, have blended personal and professional spaces as a result. Okay, that's a lot of us. Quote, when you're in an environment that doesn't trigger a sense of relaxation or doesn't trigger reminders to rest, you could feel very go, 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 Young says. Sometimes I have busy work days and it's hard for me to step out of the computer screen mindset. As a solution to this problem, Young has designated her bedroom as a space only for sleep and rest, no work allowed. Ooh, see, I don't have that because our house doesn't have the space for that. Shoot. Okay, quote, I would either find a cafe or even step outside my door and work from the porch if I need to dedicate that space for work. She's so smart. And then everything outside that's considered a vacation and personal time, which allows you to create and hopefully abide by physical boundaries in terms of work-life balance. Number 3, consider your body, mind, and spirit. This tip gets to the sensory elements that make the vacation great, which are also applicable when you're taking a micro vacation to prevent burnout. Quote, when you're on vacation, you're trying different foods, you're smelling amazing things, said Young. If you don't give yourself that variety or don't invite it in, it's really hard for you to kind of take yourself out of your day-to-day. It's a really good point. The wonderful reality about this tip is that you can try different foods and surround yourself with pleasant scents, even when you're not on a tropical beach somewhere. For instance, Young loves to use lavender to signal to herself that her day is done. Interesting. No matter how realistic the notion of vacations or even micro vacations are for you, but seriously, give micro vacations a chance. Remember to be kind to yourself and give yourself grace. Doing so can be helpful and for facilitating a burnout busting mindset. I love that. Is there any more, Anna, or is that the end? That was fantastic, Anna. Great article, friend. Mindy says, that's lovely. On my days off, I want to be human, go to the grocery store, stop at a garage sale, drink coffee for a long time, tinker. Exactly. So I love, again, we talk about this a lot on the show, but it kind of really more than anything is giving yourself permission to just pause and to rest and to just be. Is that fair? Is that kind of what's happening? So I like that, it's just this exhale. I think it should be called exhale days. It's just days that you exhale and you don't have to show up for anything. But you can if you want, and that it's not planned and it's not, you could go to a hotel if you wanted, but you could just stay in your house. And I love that she's not wrong. I have to say the best tip she said, to be really honest, I like what she said about the boredom day, but I also really like the scent situation. I think that's really smart to kind of bring yourself to a place like maybe you have a scent that you only have from, micro vacations for your boredom day. That day is spent with the scent of something, that you do get a purifier or whatever, or what are those called? I don't know what they are. What are the things called that you put in the scents? I don't have one. Anyway, I think that that's kind of really smart. Diffuser. Thank you, Anna. I think I might do like an ocean smell. You know what I mean? Like a sea spray smell. And maybe that's what I do my whole day. Like the sheets, my hair, like just like a coconut sea spray kind of a smell. And that's what I could do to signal to myself, this is a rest day. This is a unplugged day. So, I mean, I guess it's not the newest concept, right? But it's a way to unplug. But I love the permission that it gives to not have to answer to anything or go anywhere financially. I thought they were going to make us do meditations of like, you're on an ocean, which you could, you could listen to a lot of meditations that day. That was great. There's also another article that is perfect for this whole mindful moment that we're trying to have on Monday as you go into the last day of February. It's going to be March, you guys. We are getting deep into 2022 already. It's so crazy. Today's the 75th day of Live Every Day. I've now done this show with Anna 75 times. What? I don't know if I've ever done anything that much in my life. This is an article about Lizzo. Lizzo's a H girl. She's a Houston hometown girl. I don't know if you know that. She actually majored in the flute at University of Houston, which is a really interesting fact about her. So she can play the flute professionally. And this article says that nothing has changed when she became famous. Her anxiety and depression didn't go away. And I think this is really important to talk about because I know I talk a lot about mental health on this show. Home, welcome. So glad you're here listening. But it's important to talk about. I mean, mental health is for real, just as important as your physical health. And especially during a pandemic and during all the things that everyone's going through. So this is, I think, might be Variety. What I try to do is dismantle every stereotype that I have the power to. Lizzo told Variety, the stereotypes surrounding plus size women. So that's a great point. Lizzo is getting real about living under the spotlight. During a cover interview with Variety on Wednesday, the star opened up about various topics ranging from breaking stereotypes to living under the spotlight. When asked to reflect on what it's like becoming known, Lizzo, who's 33, said, "Fame happens to you." It's very interesting. Now, she's also a Black woman. She's a woman. She's a plus size woman. I mean, Lizzo's story is a great story to embrace on all the levels. You know what I mean? And so she's a minority in almost everything she does. It's more of an observation of you, she says, about fame, becoming famous. And it's like my DNA didn't change. Nothing changed about me, the rumor singer said. Now, that's a really good point. That's really fascinating. She says, quote, "My anxiety didn't go away. My depression didn't go away. The things that I love didn't go away. I'm still myself, but the way y'all look at me and perceive me has changed. It's very weird, kind of formless thing." Oh, that's interesting. She also clarified that she didn't want to seem ungrateful, but this is a topic she's previously discussed with her therapist. Quote, "Most famous people have been famous just as long as they've been a person. So they've acclimated more to it. I was going into dive bars and getting blank faced in 2018. She was getting drunk and wasted. So this is so very new for her. She said, and nobody knew who I was. And nobody was just bothering me. By 2019, I noticed I couldn't go into restaurants with my dancers and stuff," she said, discussing an episode in her upcoming Amazon Prime show titled Big Girls. The singer opened up about breaking the stereotypes surrounding plus-size women and their performance abilities. Oh, that's a great photo. The Variety magazine is really fantastic. It's her in a great dress, and it says Lizzo's got moves. You guys will have to check that out. Quote, I don't think they're doing it maliciously, she said. I definitely think they're conditioned to believe that bigger bodies don't have enough stamina to perform at the level I do. I think that's fair. Y'all know my story. I was morbidly obese my entire life until 2 years ago. Actually, I think I actually got out of morbid obesity was last year. I've just now officially been out of morbid obesity for 1 year, I think. She added, quote, for decades, we've been depicted on television and in movies as lazy, huffing and puffing, while other thinner characters are jogging. It's fine. It's a stereotype. I new to stereotypes. But when I'm trying to dismantle every stereotype that I have power to, I'm destroying them just by living and being incredible all the time. I love it. Be extraordinary, right? I say that all the time. Michelle, first time watcher out of Minnesota. Hello, Deborah. Welcome. Earlier this month, Lizzo shared a thoughtful Instagram post on self-love alongside a clip showcasing her embracing her fully nude body. Oh, another great picture in Variety. You guys will have to check it out. Absolutely gorgeous. She says, quote, if you love me, you love all of me. You don't get to pick and choose, her post began. We should unconditionally be loving of one another, starting with being unconditionally loving to ourselves. Quote, take a moment today and think about the conditions we hold so tightly to that keep us from the freedom of true love. Do you really want to be so tightly wound? Free yourself in love. You deserve it. The Truth Hurts singer continued. Is that it? Is that the article? So Lizzo's message is one of self-love and acceptance, and it's so powerful. And I think these two articles go so greatly hand in hand, because a way to self-love yourself is to take the time to allow yourself rest and space, to not be burnout, and to just take a day for you and not have to answer and be on call and do all the things that you have to do. You don't have to spend your money and go crazy. Eat mac and cheese, watch, Looney Tunes, like do whatever. And that's a great way to self-love yourself. Something I'm working on in therapy right now that I might have talked about, because I'm in deep therapy on depression, which I was diagnosed with serious depression. I had extremely severe anxiety and have severe depression. And so one thing that we're working on right now is self-forgiveness. And I actually am now employing a emotions coach, like an emotion coach, to help me reach these goals emotionally. Therapy is kind of dealing with the actual tangible things and the pieces of it, and we're doing some work in there. But then I go into this other place for emotional work, and this coach gives me very specific things to work on so that I can start building this inner system that I don't have. Because as a morbidly obese person, which I know Anna's shown some pictures, I created a physical boundary for myself. That's what my body did to protect myself since I was a young child, because I was morbidly obese my entire life, literally until last year. And so I'm 44. So for 43, 40 years, I had this physical space around me that protected me, right? I call it my safety suit. And now I'm literally getting it taken off my body. I've lost 300 pounds and now the skin's getting removed. So all the trauma cells that, and all the whatever that's getting taken away, but also so are my boundaries. I don't have any work boundaries. I don't. And so we're having to rebuild this structure, which we didn't know that I didn't have. You don't know until you know everybody. And so working on the therapy side, but then working with an emotional coach who is helping me now. All right, so let's start building up these things that you do not have. I have no self-trust. I have no self-forgiveness. I have no self-worth, and I have no boundaries. And so we're having to teach me. It's one thing to tell people you should self-love. I don't have that. How do you do that? If you don't know how to do it, if you weren't taught how to do it, and if your body protected you from things because you were in trauma and your whole life, then you've got to learn how. And there's no shame in that. So I think what's really beautiful about these articles I'm reading, I like not just saying, hey, you should love yourself. Here's how. You know what I mean? The how is really important. And it's not about shame, and it's not about being embarrassed about where you're at. It's about, all right, so you're there. What are you going to do now? Right? What can you do about it now? Again, it's like the Ukraine. All right, it's happening. Okay, it's awful. What can we do? It's about being active. So that's the other thing that I wanted to say. Now, to end the show, we have a few minutes left, you guys. Last night was the SAG Awards, and we actually have the winners. So this is really exciting. I am so pumped, Anna. And I blew the ending, didn't I? Because I was like, who are the winners? And you're like, Liv, it's at the end. And I did read it because I did go over what today's show was. But I forgot that it was coming now. I'm sorry, friend. Okay, so this was for sorry, Anna, I can't tell. What is this for, friend? Can film? Oh, perform cast in a motion picture. So best film, the choices were, can you scroll it down just a little? I think it was Belfast, Coda. Thank you. Don't Look Up, House of Gucci, and King Richard. And the winner is Coda, which I got to be honest, I haven't really heard about Coda. CODA. Haven't heard about it. So cast in a motion picture. Is that Marley Matlin? Is that her name? Is that the actress? Oh, thanks, Mindy. I'm glad you loved that. Oh, I love our resident therapist, Mindy. Um, so Child of Deaf Adults is what Coda is about. Oh, nice. Okay, so this is a story about deaf adults. Marley Matlin plays the actress. Hi, Deborah. Good morning. Good morning, Michelle. Hello. And I know that we've got a lot of listeners who are deaf. And so this might be something that you would really love to check out. I think that's great. In our community, you know, these are our friends, part of our Backchannel community. I say we all watch Coda so we can understand better the deaf community and see what that, you know, because I don't know. So that's a great way. This is what I love about film. This is what film can do. Strong work, Liv. Thank you, friend. I'm working hard. It's a lot. It's hard. It is hard work and strong work. I appreciate that. Yeah. And you don't know what you don't know. I'm not deaf. And so I think that that's a great film to go into a space. And then because we do have so many members of our community that are deaf, and they've been so forthcoming and kind in teaching us and telling us things about themselves. And I love it. So congratulations to Coda. Now, female actor in a leading role. Now, I also love how they always say actor, not actress, because actor is a universal word, and it's the SAG Awards, right, for the actors. And so Jennifer Hudson was up for Respect, Nicole Kidman for Being the Ricardos, Jessica Chastain for The Eyes of Tammy Faye, Olivia Colman for The Lost Daughter, which I got to be honest, I thought it was going to be her or Lady Gaga for House of Gucci, but it's Jessica Chastain. I am a huge fan of hers. I've been a fan of hers since The Help. Oh my gosh, I just think she's fantastic. She's just such an extraordinary actress. Male actor in a leading role, you've got Javier Bardem Being the Ricardos, which I liked him better than Nicole, but again, it didn't blow me away. Benedict Cumberbatch for The Power of the Dog, and I really want to see that film. Andrew Garfield, Tick, Tick, Boom. I got to be honest, I thought he might take it. I really thought Denzel was going to get it. Denzel Washington for The Tragedy of Macbeth, but it's Will Smith with King Richard. And who doesn't love Will Smith? Come on. He is absolutely lovely. Outstanding performance of a female actor in a supporting role. Ariana DeBose for West Side Story actually won, which I still haven't seen that yet. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I haven't seen that yet. Katronia Belf for Belfast. Ruth Negga with Passing, Kate Blanchett with Nightmare Alley, Kirsten Dunst for Power of the Dog. Now, there's a lot of talk about Kirsten getting possibly, some awards for her work in Power of the Dog. So that'll be great to see that. Now, male actor in a supporting role. You got Ben Affleck in The Tinder Bar. Haven't heard that. Bradley Cooper in Licorice Pizza, which I've heard great things about Licorice Pizza. I was kind of surprised it wasn't nominated for Best Picture, to be honest. Troy Kotsur for Coda. So I'm guessing, is Troy Kotsur, is he deaf? Is he a deaf actor, Anna? Jared Leto for House of Gucci. He was fantastic. And Cody Smith McPhee for Power of the Dog. Let's see. I know we're at it comes out streaming soon. Do you know about this actor, Troy Kotsur? Okay, let's see. Troy Kotsur becomes first deaf person to win a solo SAG award with Best Supporting Actor win. How rad is that? The Coda star gave a heartfelt speech reminding his fellow actors of his years of struggle and thanked Apple for, quote, believing in deaf actors. You know what? We're going to stop there. We're going to stop there because we're at 55. And I mean, we could pick up and finish the rest tomorrow because that was just such a great high note. So congratulations to the deaf community. Congratulations to Troy. What a great honor and such an awesome moment in history. I love that. Congratulations. Bradley Cooper is my movie husband, is what Sheila says, as he is all of ours. I don't think anybody would say, no, Bradley Cooper, I'm busy. All right, you guys, thank you for tuning in to Live Every Day. Great time this morning with you. I love you all so much. Happy Monday. Grass Pedal, if you are flying today, safe travels. Steve, continue to heal all of you. Thinking and praying for you. And I will see you in the morning at 8 a.m. Bye, y'all. Have a good one.